Hello friends, welcome to my channel Idibasi Mathematics Classes. In decimals, I am taking one step more ahead. Today I have discussed decimals into fractions, conversion of fraction into decimals, and addition, subtraction, multiplication, division of decimals. So let's get started. I am discussing today like decimals and unlike decimals. Like decimals, what do you mean by word like? Like means something is similar. Unlike means something is different. Since we are doing decimals, so we will be discussing about the decimal places. Understood? We are going to check whether they are having same number of decimal places, the numbers given, or they have different decimal places. If the decimal places are same, those numbers are called like decimals. Decimals having equal number of decimal places are called like decimals. Like I have taken this example, 0.5, 1.2, 5.3, 10.6. Can you see that after the decimal? Since we are discussing decimal places, that means after the decimal I need to check the number of places number is occupying. It is occupying one place, one place, one place, one place. So these are all like decimals because they have only one decimal place after the decimal. The decimal will tell us that further after this only you have to count the decimal places. Understood? Before that we have a whole number. After the decimal we start with the decimal places. In this part 0.67, 1.32, 4.56, 18.24. So can you tell me how many decimal places are here? This one has 2 decimal places. Why? Because after the decimal we have 6 and 7. There are 2 numbers. After decimal we have 3 and 2. 2 numbers. 5 and 6 after the decimal. 2 numbers. After the decimal 2 numbers. 2 and 4. So there that means that these all numbers have 2 decimal places. Since all the numbers have 2 decimal places, so these are like decimals. Now we are moving to unlike decimals. Unlike means there is nothing similar in them. Since we are talking about unlike decimals, so we will check after the decimal whether they have the same number of decimal places or not. Decimals having different number of decimal places are called unlike decimals. Example 5.6. How many digits after the decimal? 1. 3.02. How many digits after the decimal? 2. 0 and 2. 1.0. 6.35. So these are all different number of decimal places. Understood? So that is why these all numbers are having unlike decimal places. So the B part 0.35. 2 decimal places. 2.9. 1 decimal place, 3.563, 3 decimal place, 213, all are different. So that's why these decimals are known as unlike decimals. Now I am taking how to convert unlike decimals into like decimals. If I am taking a whole number 16, there is no decimal here. I can't write anything after this towards the extreme right. Because if I am writing 0 here, it will become 160. Can you see 60 is becoming 160? So they both are not equal. But when we have a decimal here, and if I am adding zeros out to the extreme right, it doesn't make any difference to its value. You can see that here. But 16.0 can be changed to 16.000. How many decimal places I have changed from 1 to 4 after adding it towards extreme right of decimal. Why? Extreme right means whatever number we are having here, after that you will write 0. First you will see the number after the decimal and where it is ending, then you are adding zeros to make it like decimal. Here I have 0 only, after this 1 0 I have written these 3 zeros. So this value and this value is same. It is not changing. We can change value if I add 0 to a whole number. But if towards the right of the decimal, extreme right of the decimal, I am adding zeros. That doesn't change its value. Now if I have this part, B, A part, 5.03, 6.3, 2.934. Now if I ask you how many decimal places each number is having. The first number has 2 decimal places, 0 and 3 is there after the decimal. Second number has 1 decimal place, only 3 is there. 2.934 has 3 decimal places. So all are different, these are unlike decimals. Now how I will change them to like decimals? See, if I add 1, 0, what is the highest number of decimal place? 3. So that means I need to change 2 and 1. And where how much zeros I should add? So that I can make 3 decimal places. Whatever is the greatest number of decimal places, that we will change. For smaller one, we will go to that number of decimal places. So 2 has to be changed to 3. So that means to the extreme right, I will add 1 0. You can see 5.030. I have added 1 0 to the extreme right of the decimal. This is the decimal, this is the extreme right. That means whatever number is given, towards its right I have written 1 0. It is not going to change its value, but I have made it a like decimal to this number. Now if I have only 1 digit given and I have to make up to 2 decimal places. So what I will do, I will add 2 zeros. It is not changing its value because whatever number of zeros you will write to the extreme right of decimals, it doesn't change its value. So I can write 2 zeros here. I have added 1 0 here. I have added 2 zeros here. And this was 3 decimal places. So in all, we are getting 3 decimal places. So we have converted the unlike decimals to the like decimals after adding 0 on the extreme right of decimal numbers. Decimal numbers means after the decimal point, whatever number is given, towards its extreme right you will add zeros. Understood? Not towards the left, towards the extreme right you will add zeros, and it will not change its value. Now I am taking conversion of decimals to common fractions. I had been given a number in the form of decimal number. How I can get a fraction out of it? So how I will be doing this? Whatever number is given, I will be replacing point with 1. Understood? And whatever number is there after it with 0. That will come in the denominator and decimal will go away. What are the 2 things you will do? To make it into a fraction, first of all I need to remove this decimal point. What is the method of removing it? In place of this decimal you will write 1, and whatever numbers are there after it towards the right, you will write 0 in place of it. And when you will write whatever number you have got from it, in the denominator, decimal will go away. I am making this my denominator out of this decimal part first. Understood what I am trying to do? From a decimal number, I am first withdrawing my denominator. How? By replacing a decimal point with 1 and whatever number after that is with 0. So this is my denominator. I have made my denominator from, I have withdrawn my denominator from the decimal number. Since I have withdrawn, so decimal will go away. It will become 5 by 10. Now I am taking B part. After the decimal, how many decimal places are there? There are 2 decimal places. 1 for 3, 1 for 9. And what did I tell you? From this decimal number, I am going to withdraw my denominator. How? To replace this decimal with number 1, I am going to replace rest of the numbers towards the right of it with zeros. Since there are 2 digits after the decimal, so 2 zeros have come. Now I will be writing this in the denominator, and decimal, without decimal I will be writing the numerator. So I have gone from the decimal to fractions. Understood? I have withdrawn my denominator and then I am writing the numerator without decimal point. C part. Again I have 2 decimal places after the decimal point. I will withdraw my denominator and then I will write the numerator without decimal. How I will withdraw? Point will be replaced by 1. This 2 digits will be replaced by 2 zeros. So this is my denominator. Understood? So when I will write the denominator, this numerator has to be written without decimal. So I have moved from decimal to fractions in this way. Now I am coming to conversion of common fractions into decimal. If I had been given common fractions, how I can go to decimal number? Understood? To go to decimal number, what is my essential point? You remember in the starting I told you, decimal fractions are those fractions. From common fractions I will go to decimal fractions. How I will get decimal fractions? By getting 1 followed by zeros. Either 1 0, 1 followed by 1 0, either 1 followed by 3 zeros, or either 1 followed by 2 zeros. But I need to get 10, 100 or 1000 in the denominator of a decimal fraction. And how I can go to it from a common fraction? My main aim is to get the nearest number in zeros. 1 followed by number in zeros. What is the number nearest to 2 in zeros? 1 followed by zeros will be 10. And how I can go from 2 to 10? Understood? I am getting an equivalent fraction. This number is also equal to this if I convert this into lowest term. So I told you equivalent fractions. For equivalent fractions we multiply the numerator and denominator with the same number. Since I need 10 in the denominator, to get 10 I need to multiply it with the 5 in the denominator. If I am multiplying denominator with 5, I need to multiply it with the numerator as well. So the new fraction has become 5 by 10. Now 5 by 10, since I have 1 0, so decimal place will be 1. After the decimal there should be only 1 decimal place because there is 1 0. 1 followed by 1 0. So that means decimal followed by 1 digit. Understood? Because this decimal takes the place of 1 and whatever zeros are there in place of it, numerator will come. Now I have 3 by 8. Understood? If I need to change this for getting it into a 10 power, I need to multiply this with 125. 10 power means I am getting 10 power 3. That is 1000. So go from 8. How can I go to any number? I can't go to 10. From 8 I can't go to 100. What is the next number? If I can't take 10, if I can't take 100, then I will try for 1000. So I will find out with which number I will multiply this number to get 1000. Understood? I have tried for 10, I couldn't get. I tried for 100, I couldn't get. Then I tried for 1000, I could get it from after multiplying it with 125. So I have multiplied denominator with 125 and numerator also with 125 to get the denominator 1 followed by zeros. Understood? My aim was to get either 10, either 100 or 1000. From 8 I couldn't reach to 10 and 100. I could reach to 1000. So I have used that number with which I could reach from 8 to 1000 and have multiplied the numerator and denominator with it. Understood? Since it has 3 zeros. Understood? So in place of 1, here decimal will come and zeros will be replaced by the number of decimal places of the numerator. Whatever is the numerator, that many decimal places will come here. Understood? Now I am taking this third part. 23 by 4. From 4 I can't reach to 10. I tried to reach to 10, I couldn't. Now I have tried to reach to 100. I could reach by multiplying it with 25. Since I have to multiply 4 with 25, I will multiply numerator as well with 25. So I am getting 575 by 100. Understood? Decimal 100 will come in place of decimal. Since there are 2 zeros, so you will place 2 2 decimal places after the decimal. So 5.75 because I need to count 2 digits. So 2 digits, how I will count? When we go from fraction to decimal, we count it from the back towards the left to find out where I need to place my decimal. Here I was having 3 decimal places. So from I have gone to this side 1, 2, 3. Here the decimal has come. Understood? From here I have counted 2. Understood? In place of 1 I will write decimal, and 2 digits I have counted from the back because there was 2 zeros. The same way this mixed fraction can be converted into decimals. How? I told you that this type of fractions, common fractions, we can go to a higher number in which we can get denominator as 10, 100 or 1000. So whole number I will write as it is. This is my whole number. This is my fraction. Whole number I will write as it is. I can write this mixed number as 5 plus 5 by 8. Understood? Now 5 I am not touching. I am just touching this part, 5 by 8. And I am converting this into a decimal fraction first. Because I need to convert this into decimals. This number, why to touch this? Because this is the whole number. I need decimal part, so I need to check this fraction to convert into decimal part. So what I have done, I know with practice that from 8 I can go to 1000 by multiplying it with 125. So I have multiplied 8 with 125. So to reach to 1000, so that I can reach to 1000, so I need to multiply the same number with the numerator as well. So 5 into 125, 8 into 125. From this I have got 625 by 1000. Understood? Now I have 3 zeros. So I will count I will go towards left from right, and I will count 1, 2, 3. So then I will put my decimal. Understood? And then I will add 5 to 0 because 0 is a whole number, 5 is a whole number. So it becomes very easy for me to add 5.625. Understood? To convert decimal into fraction, you need to remove decimal. For how? You will replace decimal with 1, and number of digits in the numerator will be replaced by zeros. And when I am converting this into decimal fraction, how I need to convert? I need to go to 10, either 100 or 1000 in the denominator, and I need to see how I can reach. Understood? With that number you will multiply the numerator and denominator. For the mixed fraction, you will leave the whole number part and you will convert the fraction into decimal fraction as I have explained, and then you can add the whole number part and the decimal part. I am taking all the fundamental operation of mathematics on decimal numbers. First I am taking addition of decimals. I have 3 numbers, 3.026, 2.59, 1.6. These decimal places are different in all the numbers. First number has 3 decimal places. I have written D dot P means decimal places. This has 2 decimal places, this has 1 decimal place. That means I need to first convert them into like decimal numbers to add them. So how I will do? Since it is the highest number which has a 3 decimal place, so I will convert 2.590. Understood? And 1.600. Now after the decimal, I told you this number, first number after the decimal is known as tens, second one is known as hundreds, third one is known as thousands. So first of all, we are going to move from this direction towards this direction. Understood? From the extreme right, we will move towards the left. So first of all, I will be adding the thousands number. 6 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. 2 plus 9 is 11. 1 here, 1 will be carried over to tens, and this will be 11 plus 1, 12. 2 here, 2, 1. Now this whole number 5, 6, 7. So this will become 7.216. The rest are same. First we have to convert them into like decimals, and then we have to add them by placing in such a way that tens will come below tens, hundreds will come below hundreds, and thousands will come below thousands, and whole number will come below whole number. Decimal 59.86 from 59.7. From means this number will come above and this is the bigger number, this is the smaller number. So first number will be this number in the first column, second number will be this one. But these are unlike decimals. So I will first convert this into like decimals. How? It has one decimal point, decimal place it has 2. So how I will write 59.70 minus 42.86. Now how I will carry forward? We need to take care of this thing that 1 tenth is equal to 10 hundredths and 1 ones is equal to 10 tenths. So how I will go? First of all, this is 0. So I need to take one number from tens towards ones. Understood? And we have done this. When 1 will go, now this is this is tens, this is hundreds. Understood? These are not same numbers. Earlier we were taking ones and tens in the ordinary numbers. Now here these are decimal numbers. So these are hundreds and this is tens. Understood? So when we will take from tens, if I will go to hundreds. Understood? I am going from tens to hundreds. So this will be changing from tens towards hundreds. It's had gone. So I have written 1 tenth. Understood? Because shift is taking place from tens to hundreds. Understood? So that means if 1 will go here, that will act as a 10 hundredths. Understood? And if 1 ones from here, if I am picking something, this is my ones number, this is my tens number. Understood? How I am taking 59.70. This is my hundreds, this is my tens, this is my ones and this is my tens. This is a whole number, this is a decimal part. Understood? If 1 will go from tens to hundreds, it will be acting as 10 hundredths. Understood? But if ones from ones, I am coming to tens. So that 1 ones will act as 10 tens. Understood? This is called regrouping. So that's why when I have picked 1 from here, so it has changed to 16. Why 16? Because it has already given 1 to here. Okay. So that 1 has become 10 hundredths. So this is 4. Then we will solve 8. This is 6 and this is 1. Have you understood how to shift? In decimal only this point is to be considered, that if we are moving 1 digit, if we have to carry from ones to tens, so that 1 ones is equal to 10 tens. Understood? And if I am carrying from tens to hundreds, that 1 tenth will become 10 hundredths. Understood? Here no tens and ones are there, tens and hundreds are there, and whole number has ones and tens. Understood? Now if I have to multiply, understood? The number of decimal, this is the multiplicand, understood? And this is the product and this is the multiplier. We have done this in the multiplication fact. That answer is known as product and the number with which we are multiplying, that is multiplicand. You will check how many decimal places are there in the multiplicand. There are 2 decimal places. First of all, you will forget about the decimal and you will multiply them as you multiply ordinary numbers. I have got this answer. Now in the product, you will use the same number of decimal places as you have been given in multiplicand. There were 2 decimal places. So we will count from the right towards left, 2 decimal places and then we will put a decimal. Number of decimal places in the multiplicand is equal to number of decimal places in the product. First you will multiply without decimal, and after getting the product you will use this decimal place. From the right you will count the decimal place whatever has been given in multiplicand and you will put a decimal. Now I am taking the last operation, division of decimal numbers. Now number of decimal places in the dividend and in the quotient are equal. That means whatever number of decimal places have been given in the dividend, that number of decimal places will come in the quotient. So whatever is given, you will forget about the decimal and you will divide it. Understood? I have divided 635 by 5. I have got 127. Understood? I am not explaining this part because I have already explained in the division how this operation is getting to be doing this operation. Now 6.35, when I am taking 2 decimal places in the, what is this called? Dividend. This is divisor. In the dividend, whatever is the decimal place, that will be the same in the question. If I am getting 127, I will count from the back. Understood? Towards the left I will move. From right towards the left we will move, and we will count 2 decimal places, and then we will put a decimal. Thank you for your support. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, Riddhi Bhasin Mathematics Classes. Keep learning, keep sharing. Thank you.